close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real feel, little rich.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the guys who finished 1-2 in yards from scrimmage last year. Number 2, Ezekiel Elliott, and number 1, David Johnson.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This is Elliott. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Elliott last year so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. And I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
A first down throw for Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Lawrence Timmons not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up the fourth down. first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Jordan Lewis, the rookie out of Michigan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd down, Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. In the red zone this time. First down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
10 yards still left on second down. Throwing again. Bradford. And he whips that one incomplete there. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And the wideout in motion. In motion right is Fitzgerald. And the play clock's running down. Again, it's Johnson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Second down, Bradford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down. Now Bradford. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Elliott. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They'll try again with Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Running with Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bradford. This is Johnson. He's got it. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide. And that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Prescott on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Throwing, Prescott, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Prescott now on second down. Bryant has it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Bradford now to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Bradford, screen play, Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Third and long for Bradford. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Andy Lee now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And on 2nd and 10 now. Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Final play of the half. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Bradford to throw it. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They give to Elliott. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will not only not get the yardage, action. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. On 4th down, Jones. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
A first down throw for Bradford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
4 down. 180. Check 24. Here we go, 5-5. Here we go, 30. Here we go, 5-5. Slam.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Bradford on 2nd down. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. From the red zone now, Bradford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Bradford on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now Bradford.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He was looking for Chad Williams, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Bradford, caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Nelson, the man in motion right. They run. It's Johnson. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 7 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A 2nd down throw for Bradford. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Second down, Bradford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. Now Dawson for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they do.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Bradford now after the fumble recovery. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Looking to throw on second down. Bradford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
First down, Bradford. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on second down. Bradford caught right side, Jerron Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Bradford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here we go with Johnson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Bryant has it. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Second down, Prescott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception, Bradford. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Bradford saying, let's go, fellas, urging his guys to get set. Now Bradford. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. They'll run for it with Spiller. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They go to Elliott again. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offense.